has filed into the Natatorium on the campus of IUPUI in downtown Indianapolis for the 2009 Girls Swimming and Diving State Championships. And we begin a run of championships here on IHSAAsports.org. Next week will be at Conseco Fieldhouse on Saturday night for the individual wrestling state championships. In 2 weeks, we'll be right back here for boys swimming and diving. And then 3 weeks from today, we will crown 4 state champions in girls high school basketball as the girls state finals will be contested at Lucas Oil Stadium. So plenty of championships right here on IHSAAsports.org over the next month or so.
Well, the scariest thing about Carmel right now is they broke the national record and they think they can go faster. Carmel has the depth that most other high school teams don't. They can mix and match their relays in the preliminary rounds and put their top athletes in position just in finals, saving some of their energy for those championship swims. Carmel is led off by Jessie Hamas, who's a senior going to be swimming at Stanford next year. You watch just on the first 15 meters, she is world class underwater. You'll watch her get probably a 2 to 2 second lead on the rest of the field, giving Carmel momentum that drew them to that national record in prelims last night.
Fishers will be in lane 1, Columbus North, Hamilton Southeastern. Carmel will be in lane 4, then Homestead, Chesterton, North Central of Indianapolis, and then Noblesville. Would you say the alignment in terms of the 4 swimmers, when do coaches typically set that? Throughout the course of the season? Is it set going into the season and they leave it that way? When do they make any adjustments at all once they get to this level? I would imagine long before they get here, they have their foursome set.
And I'd say that many teams have that opportunity to do that. Some teams don't. Carmel actually has the opposite effect. They have so much depth that sometimes they mix and match those relays, but chemistry is so important when it comes to these relay exchanges. When we watch these exchanges, they're happening in with hundreds of seconds. An athlete will be extended over the top of the block when the other athlete touches the water.
And I guess you would make an adjustment in your foursome. You could make an adjustment based upon how your opponent's foursomes are lined up as well.
I think that happens more in the dual meet season. Right now, as you can see, Jessie Hamas breaking out a half a body length ahead. They're going for time here. They're not going to beat anybody. They're going to beat the best in the nation. They're not swimming against anybody else except for a time that's going to be hard for anybody else in the United States to beat. Jessie's going to be probably 25 seconds low when she hits this wall, giving him some. Notice that relay exchange, 25.5, about the same as last night. Lauren Stouter, who's the breaststroke leg, was extended fully over the top of the water with her toe on it when Jessie touched that wall.
Carmack, Repram, Kelly, Stoddard, Bagan, Kavasinski, Isaacs, and Embro, those swimming the second leg, respectively, for their clubs.
The advantage here is that Carmel is going to have probably a 2-second lead when the butterfly hits the water. The butterfly stroke is faster than anybody else swimming breaststroke, giving them an additional lead. Homestead's been very strong up to this point. They had a great preliminary round, and they've got Mackenzie Bagan right now in the water swimming fly coming up on Carmel, but they don't have the anchor leg that Carmel does.
Phillips, Repram, Copeland, Mason, Bagan, McLaughlin, Hoffman, and Brolsma. The fourth leg will be Montgomery, Gustafson, Reitz, Detro, Kiefer, Przyblinski, Miles, and Brolsma.
Wow, it's scary to think the time that they might go here. Their time yesterday was a 1:42.09.
Megan Detro, the powerhouse senior, working her way down the lane.
1:41.68, another national record.
So your winner, Carmel. Second place goes to Homestead.